Hey Aries, welcome to your bonus reading. I almost said weekly reading. No, this is your bonus reading for the month of November. You were one of the top 4 signs that engaged with my videos for the month of November, so I wanted to do this bonus reading for you guys as a collective, as a way of saying thank you, and I really appreciate all of your guys' love and support. So with that being said, it's just going to be like any old weekly reading. You guys do get kind of a sneak peek at the December decks, and you just essentially get a bonus message. So let's go ahead and jump right in and see what you guys have. Okay, so your first card is Isis, and it says strength. Okay. I like it, I like it, I like it. Let's take a look at the next 2 cards. We have rejection. Okay. And what's this one? Ooh, creativity. Okay. Okay. So some of you guys could be feeling, some of you guys may be feeling rejected creatively. Some of you guys could be creatives, artists, writers, musicians, something of that nature. And it feels like maybe people you present your work to either don't understand it, or they don't feel like it's a good fit for them to either like manage or produce or whatever the case may be. And some of you may be feeling a little discouraged in that. Or alternatively, a lot of you guys that could be driving and feeding your creativity and finding new avenues of making your dreams and goals happen. I do see you being persistent, and I do see you continuing to push and strive to get whatever this is accomplished. So I like seeing that energy so far. Let's go ahead and take a look at the last 2 cards here at the top and see what else we have. Okay, we have the 4th house. This is the house of family, home, your living situation, self-care, okay, your inner world, rejuvenation. Okay, let's see. It's the last card. We have the 10th house. Okay, so this is the house of your reputation. Your reputation, your career, responsibilities, achievements, fame, notoriety, authority figures, okay, the patriarchy, and an empire. And that's exactly what I feel was happening here. So there is kind of a coming together of how you deal with rejection on a personal level, how you recuperate from that, here with the 4th house. So there's definitely probably like a lot of self-care. You guys may have a self-care routine in place for when you put yourselves out there and get rejected, or maybe you need to start one. Maybe it is through expressing yourself creatively, but I feel like for a lot of you, your work is in the creative field. And so, as we all know, art is subjective, and not everyone either understands or, supports certain types of art, or, maybe certain niches, whatever the case is. So just kind of remembering to not take your rejection or any rejection that you face personally, and finding ways to kind of overcome those blocks and those no's, and finding the strength and the willpower to keep going and keep trying. Does that make sense? That's kind of what I'm getting from this. Let's go ahead and get into the tarot and see what you guys need to know. All right. Spiritual team, Divine Feminine Tarot, what messages do you have for the Aries collective at this time? What messages do you have for the Aries collective at this time? Let's take a look. All right, we have Wheel of Fortune reversed, 10 of Wands, Hierophant, yeah. The Magician, okay, I like this. 3 of Cups. What's at the bottom of the deck? We have the Death card reversed. We have 9 of Pentacles reversed. 8 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and the Lovers reversed. Okay. So this was kind of just confirming everything I was thinking and feeling here in the first part of your reading. So it feels like a lot of you guys just haven't really had a whole lot of luck when it comes to getting your art or getting your work out there. Maybe you're not an artist. Maybe you are just someone who genuinely has a really great idea. Maybe you're an entrepreneur and you've been struggling with maybe finding funding. Okay, that's just an example. But the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is definitely telling me that the Wheel of Fortune reversed and the Ten of Wands. These two cards have been telling me that you guys have been doing a lot in order to get something out there, get something achieved, whatever the case may be. You've been working really, really hard. And it feels heavy. I mean, the Ten of Wands does talk about burdens a little bit. It's not necessarily a burden, but it definitely feels heavy to you in terms of trying to make this happen. And you guys have been met with a lot of rejection or, feedback that wasn't exactly a yes, right? So I do see that there. The Hierophant and the Magician are telling me to, they're telling me that for you guys, your faith and your creativity and your willpower to make things happen for yourselves is very, very strong. I feel like that is really kind of the foundation of your discipline, and your drive, your motivation. I like seeing them in the upright too, because this tells me that you still have some strong manifestation power. You still have a lot of tools at your disposal in order to make this happen. So I feel like the biggest message I'm picking up here is just keep the faith, keep trying. I feel like there's something that could potentially be turning this Wheel of Fortune around for you in the future. So I feel like continuing to network and meet people that can potentially help you or that you can collaborate with would be great as well. But I almost just don't want to say give up. But definitely find a balance between, the hard work that you put in and then enjoying what little achievements that you do meet as well. I see a new opportunity coming with the Page of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. But I also see that there is kind of a period coming for you guys where you may feel creatively blocked or stagnant, or you may feel like, there's really nothing else that you can do at this point to make things happen for yourself. Funny enough, I feel like Spirit is kind of putting you in that position of like maybe a little bit of a stalling, because there's something that you need to address. And I feel like this may have to do with work-life balance. I'm seeing it here with the Ten of Wands and the Three of Cups, but the Nine of Pentacles in reverse is here too, which tells me that you can end up becoming a workaholic. Okay. So I feel like a lot of you guys may have a tendency to just overwork yourselves to the point where you either exhaust yourselves or you just don't give yourselves enough time to rest and recuperate mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Okay. For some of you, there also may be some sort of collaboration or partnership that you may need to consider letting go of, especially with the Lovers card here being in the reverse right underneath the Three of Cups. I don't know why, but Three's a Crowd came up to my mind, and I know this isn't really focusing on love for you guys, but in terms of business and career, since that's the focus of your reading I'm getting, there may be some sort of partnership or collaboration, like I said, that just isn't quite conducive to your growth. And maybe you have felt this for a long time as well, because when the Lovers card is in the reverse, this is saying to me that there's been a decision you've been needing to make that you've been putting off. So something I don't feel is working for you necessarily in terms of business, career growth, whatever. That person, that situation, that probably needs to be let go of as soon as possible and as legally feasible, right? So let's say you're tied into like a business loan or you're tied into some sort of lease agreement. Obviously do that, terminate that legally. Don't just jump out of a lease or default on a loan. I would never ever recommend that, but definitely if there is something you are tied to that isn't really helping you in any way, career-wise, this is definitely the time to let that go and move forward. I also heard with the Death card, work smarter, not harder. Again, that kind of goes back to being a little bit of a workaholic. Some of you guys may take on a lot of the responsibilities in this business or whatever this is yourself. You may take a lot of that on yourself. If you have people around you that you can delegate to, or if there is a system or way that you can consolidate and make things a little bit faster in terms of, you know, everyday processes, that would be ideal for you to look into as well, just to kind of tighten things up and make things more efficient as much as possible to help take some of this burden off of you. So that way you can kind of focus more on the creative, fun part of your job, or actually creating whatever it is that you produce, right? Okay, that is what I'm seeing here with your cards. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the final deck of the reading. All right, I'm using the Daily Crystal Inspiration deck for this reading for you guys. All right, spiritual team, Daily Crystal Inspiration. What final messages, advice, or encouragement do you have for the Aries collective at this time? What final messages, advice, or encouragement do you have for the Aries collective at this time? Let's see. All right, let's take a look. We have Epidote, Go Deeper. Okay, so go deeper, dig deeper, just kind of talks to me about, again, personal strength, personal perseverance. Also can talk about digging deeper into your creativity and, you know, finding other avenues or options outside of what it is that you've already been doing, networking, expanding, you know, your contacts or resources and things like that to help you expand and grow as much as possible. Next, we have Red Jasper, Take Action. Absolutely. And that comes back to the Lovers in reverse as well, making a decision to let go of something or someone that may not be helping your growth. This can also talk about taking action in your self-care as well and allowing yourself more time to rest. And that could mean creating some sort of efficient method of taking care of day-to-day things. Okay, again, taking off that burden in yourself. At the bottom of the deck, we have Lemurian Quartz, practice patience. Okay, so patience, again, I feel like you have a lot of great things going on for you. This Wheel of Fortune, unfortunately, is just one of those cards that indicates there are a lot of things happening outside of our control that is affecting our progress. So it's nothing that has to do with you, because as far as I'm concerned, Aries, you have the faith, the determination, the creativity, you have the gumption, all of these great things in your back pocket to make things happen for you. It's just there are other things at work here, and until those kind of turn around back in your favor, there isn't really much you can do other than tighten up your own ship, dig deep, and get creative. All right, Aries, that is all I have for you guys today. Please leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed the reading. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me in the future. If you want to see more content from me, I am on Instagram, TikTok, I have a blog. All that info and where to find me is below in the description box, as is my website if you want to schedule a personal reading with me. As always, though, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.